I think sharks are pretty interesting. Just have this great white shark here in its natural habitat. This was a group of divers who were studying them. This shark was getting very close and looked like it could turn and get one of them in a second, as they said it themselves in the video. Looked like there was a few of them. They were teaming up to check out the divers and wondering if it would be worth trying to maybe have a little bit of a human snack. If you're a fan of documentaries and stuff like that, and you've been around for a few years, I'm sure you're well aware of an event on television called Shark Week. It consistently gets good ratings, and people enjoy it quite a bit. However, that's coming to an end because, yes, Shark Week is racist.
You serious?
Very serious. This is a real article from the Washington Post, of course. Of course, it's going to come from the Washington Post. What other outlet would it be? Well, any other journalist, legacy media website, actually. But Washington Post decided to publish this. It comes from the prestigious public library, I think it was called. Where was this website at? It's like some site I've never heard of. And it's got a bunch of people that came together to study Shark Week. This is probably one of the biggest wastes of time I've ever seen. And I've covered some really crazy stuff on here. Yeah, here it is. The Public Library of Science. Prestigious outlet, I'm sure. So this is what researchers do in their free time, I guess, because that's what it sounded like. This woman put this together during the lockdowns. That's when she had the extra time to put her power and prestige to work. She decided to take a look at Shark Week. Shark Week lacks diversity and over-represents men named Mike. Scientists say, this is what scientists are studying. They should be doing something, I would think, more worth their time, but instead of making the world a better place for sharks, they're criticizing the lack of diversity and the people that talk in the show, who, by the way, most of the time, you just hear their voice while the camera focuses on the fish. But, you know, that little bit of detail got left out. So this is one of the stupidest things I've ever seen, and it doesn't surprise me. You want to know why legacy media is laying people off left and right now? It's because of garbage like this. Like, really? This is a show about sharks. But even the shark stuff is getting criticized. They say that the show features them in a negative light. I mean, I think maybe it's okay if people are afraid of these death machines. This is an apex predator. Getting too close to one of these, not a good idea. You should probably be afraid of them. I don't see the problem here. Like, I have no desire to encounter a great white shark. It is a dangerous creature. It's like encountering a lion or a cougar. Though most of the time, like, you wouldn't even see the cougar. The cougar is going to sneak up on you. But anyway, like a bear. Stay away from the bear. I mean, and I think the shark is a beautiful-looking creature. So are bears, lions, and cougars. But I don't want to be anywhere near them. Anywhere near them. Because they're dangerous. I'm more than happy seeing them on videos. So how this started is you have this Lisa Whitenack, and she loved sharks as a kid. But she liked to watch Shark Week and didn't know why the scientists that appeared on TV didn't look like her. Oh, they look like me. I need to see myself in a show about sharks. So she led a team of researchers to examine hundreds of Shark Week episodes that aired between 1988 and 2020. In a study published last month by the Public Library of Science, their research claims that Discovery's programming focused on negative messages about sharks, lacked useful messaging about shark conservation, and overwhelmingly featured white men as experts, including several with the same name.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
This is ridiculous. You know what's funny about this is no one even really watches TV anymore. I'd love to know what the ratings are for Shark Week because most people unplug. Like, I think most of this is probably, if anything, they probably just highlight stuff on their Discovery app. I don't know because I don't have the Discovery app. I don't even have cable like most people. So how is this even a big thing? It's just ridiculous to me. And I think a lot of people, this is why people are just fed up with this BS. It's like, people have lost so much faith in legacy media. And it's what's been going on Twitter isn't helping because look at Twitter, like the big Elon Musk story that broke the other day about how, you know, a certain laptop was being suppressed in conversations and they were listening to government officials and the Democrat Party. And it's been largely ignored by most media outlets. Instead of bringing you that story, they're bringing you stories about why Shark Week is racist. like what kind of, like, this is, what kind of world are we living? What is this parody world that we live in right now? And if you go and you look at the post on Twitter, the Washington Post is getting absolutely brutally ratioed right now. You see it right there, 3,400 to 1,000 likes. The quote tweets are even ratioing it. Like, they're getting ratioed into the ground because people are saying, like, what a joke this is. Viva Frey right here saying legit thought this was a Babylon Bee article. And he's right. It is. It does look like a Babylon Bee article. We must win the war on sharks. Here's another person. And if I'm watching TV programming about sharks, why should I care about the race and or sex of the experts being shown? What does it matter? And I actually have to kind of agree. Look at this one. This is what this just turned into. Like, it's such a joke at this point. This is why they're getting, like, this one's making a joke about the great white, or the name white sharks. Like, what a joke the Washington Post has turned into. You got to pay, I think, to go to their site. Like, who pays for this trash? It's utter garbage. Instead of covering that suppressed laptop, they're covering racism and Shark Week. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the high point of loser mentality in journalism. This is probably the goofiest one I've seen so far. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Comment below. Check out my Rumble and my Locals, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.